Another coastal storm is heading for the northeast U.S., and this one will bring heavy rain and the potential for flooding. And it starts tonight. Let's break it down. Hi guys, I'm John with the New York Metro Weather. Today is Thursday, September 28th, and you are looking at a developing coastal storm system, which is currently situated off the east coast. The system's still just in the process of developing as of this afternoon, but you can see the clouds pushing in from the Atlantic. This onshore flow is starting to bring more moisture in, and this swirl coming from the Ohio Valley and into Pennsylvania, this is part of the low pressure system that's going to develop as we move into Friday. All the ingredients coming together for the potential for heavy rain and flooding with this system as it organizes tonight into Friday. Models have trended towards this system becoming a bit more substantial, and here's why. So without getting into too much of the technical details, you can go back to our prior videos to look at some more about the synoptic setup. But here we have our disturbance coming from the Ohio Valley. You can see that clearly here with this vorticity swirling in. And then we have a lot of extra vorticity out here. Basically, vorticity is just spin in the atmosphere. And here's our vorticity coming up from the Atlantic and getting absorbed into the system that comes in from the Ohio Valley. So the phase of these two, the combination of the two, will bring moisture in from the tropical regions and the Atlantic, and it will introduce better dynamics to get this system going as these two phase together and lead to a developing coastal storm from late tonight, Thursday night, into Friday. Now, we talked about that moisture, right? Right now, there's still some relatively dry air in place. You can see these brown colors showing you that drier air, but it's quickly changing along the coast of New Jersey and New York, and that moisture is going to continue pushing in from tonight into Friday, getting extremely anomalous by Friday. So we'll have not only a dynamic system nearby, but we're going to have a lot of moisture overhead. So plenty of ingredients coming together here for the potential for very heavy rain on Friday. Now let's talk precipitation totals, right? Here's the latest European ensemble total precipitation. Again, we talk about ensembles a lot. This is the mean, the middle ground of 100 different ensemble members, and it's showing 2 to 3 inches with locally higher amounts in New York City, along the coast of New Jersey, and especially Long Island and the coast of Connecticut. And this is a big signal for heavy rain when you see this wide of an intense precipitation swath on an ensemble mean. Again, this is the middle ground, the average of 100 different ensemble members, and the potential exists for very heavy rain on Friday. Now, looking at some high resolution ensembles, we can see even more clearly the potential for very heavy rain in a focused band with this system. This is showing you 3 to 4, even locally higher than 5 inches of rain with this system across parts of eastern New Jersey, Long Island, New York, and Connecticut. This high resolution ensemble suggesting, hey, there might be the potential for even more rain in a very focused band here. We know we have the dynamics, we have the highly anomalous moisture, and the potential that, therefore, exists for very heavy rain and significant flooding from this storm. Let's look at the timing a little bit. Here's the NAM model. Again, it's doing a great job so far signaling these bands that are coming in off the coast. These will reach the New Jersey shore and New York City here this afternoon and evening. And then watch what it does. It increases the coverage of this through tonight and into Friday morning. By the Friday morning commute, we have heavy rain all throughout New Jersey, New York, all the way up into upstate New York, parts of Connecticut, and then that continues into Friday afternoon, just sort of training over the same area. And that's the concern with the system, is there's so much moisture, and it's the system could produce rain over and over and over just a small band, over a certain area. That's how this flash flooding, this significant kind of flooding can occur, and that's our concern here. The issue is going to be, where does that band set up? Is it over New Jersey and southeast New York? Is it over New York City? Is it over Long Island? The models are all over the place with exactly where this band is going to be. So we have to take this forecast step by step as we go through the next couple of hours into tonight. So again, the conditions are expected to worsen Thursday night into Friday morning. They will remain bad on Friday, even into early Friday evening, as the system continues to train throughout the area, and it finally starts to improve Saturday morning. But even for a period of time, we could have showers lingering into Saturday morning, depending on how this system evolves. Everyone's going to get rain. Everyone's going to get unsettled conditions, but a narrow band in this area is very likely going to produce torrential rainfall and the potential for significant flooding. Here's a different weather model's idea of the totals, and this just gives you an idea of how narrow this band could be, right? This is just western Long Island, just east of the New York City metro. The model suggesting 6 to 12 inches of rainfall in short order. When you see these signals, you see this kind of dynamics, this kind of moisture, and the models are printing out these big rain totals, the concern is higher than normal for the potential for flooding, because this is the kind of rain that our drainage systems are not built to handle. And we have to always be careful with signals like this. So again, we're not exactly sure yet where this band is going to set up. It could be in New Jersey. It could be over the New York City Metro. It could be on Long Island. But somewhere in this area, we're going to see a very heavy band of rainfall, and the area that gets this band is likely going to see potential for significant flooding. If you do live in a flood zone, now's a great time to review your flood plan, know what to do. This is a reminder now from me to not ever try to drive through floodwaters. I know it seems like a good idea at the time. You just want to get home. You just want to get where you're going. It really is never worth it. You don't know how deep the water is. You don't know how strong the current of the water is. Just don't do it. We're going to track this forecast through tonight. We're looking at increasing rain Thursday night into Friday, and heavy rain possible throughout the area Friday. Friday looks like a washout in northern New Jersey, New York City, Connecticut, Long Island, southeast New York. Somewhere within this rain, there's going to be a very heavy rain band that's going to produce flooding, and we're going to work on pinning it down over the next couple of hours as this system starts to develop. If you guys have any questions, comments, or thoughts, please leave them here. We're happy to answer the questions. I'll get to as many of them as I can this afternoon and this evening, and we'll be back with another update tonight and Friday morning as this storm starts to evolve, and we'll be with you throughout the system as it develops throughout the area. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll be back with an update soon.